Okay, and go live. Hi, good morning, everybody. Yes, you can see me now. I may not keep this on the entire time, but at least I can say good morning. Sorry I'm running a little late today. My kid's bus never showed up, so that kind of put me 10 minutes behind. Had to go walk the dogs, and then I'm here, so let's get started on our alien. I'm trying to remember where we left off. I think we had placed all the stock, so we basically need to start the cleanup and making our adjustments on each piece of stock. So let's get started on that. All right, I'm going to turn this camera off because I'm sure you don't want to look at my face the entire time. Yeah, so I'll turn it off. But it was good to show me a little bit for the lives. So yeah, this is going to be fun. So let's work on... These flowers really need a lot of cleanup, and then the cows in the back for sure. So let's start with those two things. The cows will be a little easier, so let's start on those ones. All right, so yeah, we just need to go around and take all of that background mess out. So let's start with that. So I want my brush to be really hard, and with a black brush we'll go in and paint them out. Oh, I don't have it at 100%, so let's put that at 100% and start painting this out. So I was hoping to finish this one today. I doubt I'm going to be able to actually finish it live though, because I do have to go pick up my son around 10:40ish. So oops, paint that leg back in. But next Wednesday I want to do the live Q&A. So I will make a post about, any questions you guys have, and you can post your questions in that post, and then I will answer the questions in the live. That's kind of my plan. So this is kind of the boring part, is cleaning up all the all the layers. I don't know about you guys, but the cold air always makes me cough. So I'm a little bit, my throat feels a little dry and scratchy. drink some water. All right. These cows are so cute. One time when we took the kids camping, my husband got a flat tire, and so we had to kind of pull over to change his tire and stuff, and we were like on a country road, and all these cows like were way far in the field, and they just slowly started coming over to check us out and see us, and the kids had so much fun because the cows were very friendly. We're letting them pet them, and yeah, it was really cute to see that. Just gonna check the other ones if there was like an outline. Not too bad on these ones. Maybe a little in this leg and this one. This one has a bit more of an outline around it, so can paint that one out so it's not like outlined. I have my brush on like the smallest size, and I'm just making sure that I get all of this painted out. Part of the thing about composites is you need to kind of be a little meticulous about your selections and like your blending, because if you want it to look real, that's the best way to do that. Like, you don't want to have an outline and it be obvious that it's just thrown in there from a piece of stock, you know, like you want to try to make it as clean as possible. As much as and how annoying this process is, it's actually very important. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do with these cows is get my grass brush, go into my all brushes. I've got so many brushes. Grass, let's look for grass brushes, and I will just use this one here. And I'm actually going to convert this layer to a smart object. I want it, let me do that. There we go. Convert to a smart object, and all that's going to do is apply that layer mask. Okay, 1 second. It says that it's not receiving the video again, so let's see if we can fix that. How did I do that last time? I'm okay. Maybe if I pause it, let's just pause this for a second. Hmm. Well, YouTube is not receiving enough video for, okay, so it might be a little bit not a smooth video, but at least it's still going. So I'm going to put another layer mask on these cows, and I'm going to take my grass brush and make my grass brush smaller and just paint in some grass on their feet and their face, the ones that are eating the grass. Okay, and now I'm going to blur the cows a little bit. So we're just going to click on there and go to our filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Definitely not that much. Maybe just one. So right there for now. Okay, so we got the cows cleaned up. Now we want to clean up, what else did I say? The flowers really need a good cleanup. So we will go back to this layer mask and start cleaning up this part of the, oh, not with the grass brush though. Oh, I'm noticing right here the flowers need to be resized a bit. Might just clip that off and stretch it slightly because they were not covering the background. Okay, right there is good. All right, I'm actually going to turn the butterflies off for a second, or moths off, so I can see the flowers. So just because it's throwing me off, I'm gonna go to the grass layer and I'm just going to again turn it to a smart object to apply that layer mask, and I'm gonna do a new layer. Sorry, no, I'm not. I'm gonna make a copy of it, and we're gonna put that copy over top, and we're just going to clip these down, copy those, and bring those. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to actually blur this layer, and I'm just going to look like right in here, and we're going to go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And we're gonna kind of make it the same blurriness or a little less than these flowers. That will help blend it in a bit more here. So let's try 2.5. Okay, and put a layer mask on there. We're gonna invert it, so Control I to invert. Take our white brush at 100%, a very soft brush, and we're gonna just paint that in a bit. Right there. Okay, and now we're gonna put our brush to like 40, make it a bit bigger, and then we're gonna bring it again down to like 20-ish, make it a bit bigger, and brush it again. And what that's gonna do is create like a gradual blur in the grass. So we'll click that off and then on. As you can see, it kind of creates that gradual blur. And I think we'll kind of do the same for back here. So I'm going to make my brush smaller. And with my white brush, I'm going to just go along the back here. I'm just trying to see exactly where this layer is. Okay, I'm right about there. Okay, so again, just kind of blur the back of it. Oh, we want that at 100, sorry. Click that down. So at 100%, paint that. Again, go down to like 40%, make it bigger, kind of paint that over again. And go down to about 20%, 15%, and do that. So that's going to create that gradual blur, and it'll keep, we're gonna keep this part sharp. Let's go back to like 50, and then we'll just, I'm just gonna paint the middle a little bit more just to make sure that we have that part sharp. Oh, whoops, I did that with the, no, I did that right. Okay, sorry, I thought I had my white brush still on. All right. Yep, so that looks good right there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go back in and paint those flowers again. So now that they're kind of all blurred, it's kind of blending them in a little bit better. Oh, flowers right here. And we want that to be a fairly hard brush, like maybe 80%. And go in and paint that out. Oops, I don't have the brush at 100 though. So once I kind of go around all of these at 100% at the top, then I will bring my brush down to like 40 and make my brush a little smaller and softer, and then we can go in and kind of blend some of this so that it's not such a hard selection. already that's looking a lot better. Actually, you could just do that all the way around if you wanted, instead of doing that 100%. But if you want like the sharp selection around the flowers, then I would do it around 100%. Okay, this is looking a lot better. These flowers probably need to be a little darker still, so I'll go in and fix that as well. Definitely looking a lot better, but I want to darken them up. So let's have a look at this. So I'm gonna have to add another brightness and contrast layer on this and bring them down a bit more. So I'm gonna blend, see how dark the grass gets? The flowers would be the same darkness. That's better. Okay, and go back to that layer. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. Okay, good. definitely looking a lot better. Let's zoom in a bit just to make sure. Make my brush a little smaller. So I am gonna go in a little bit more on the grass, but I'm gonna go on this layer and see if I can use, I can't use that, okay. Again, we'll just convert this to Smart Object again, and that's gonna apply the blur and the layer mask. So I'm gonna blur it again. Filter, blur, another Gaussian blur on there. That looks pretty good. Do I want more? Yeah, I think right around there. Then we're gonna apply, oh, I guess we don't even really need that. So we're going to go on the Smart Filter layer mask and invert it, Control I, and then we're going to paint that blur in, like just behind the flowers here, with our white brush at 100%. So the ones that are like right along the line, the flower line, we want that to be a bit more blurry. Okay, so just to turn that on and off there. That's better. All right, so we'll again convert to a Smart Object on that layer. I'm just gonna put like grass blur as the name of this so I know what it is. Okay. On the flower layer, I'm going to put, let's actually go into the hue saturation, and on greens, we are going to darken the greens a bit. There, that's better. There, I like that. Okay, let's bring the moths back in. So since I darkened the flowers, the moths need to be darkened more. How much? Maybe I'll go like right there. All right. Let's keep working on the selections. So let's go to the ship and we'll work on the ship selection. So black brush 100% and fairly hard, so around 80%. And just clean up the edge of the ship here. arm is starting to hurt. It's a lot of fixing this one little line that's going around the ship. Alright, so the top of it looks pretty good. It's just around all these little spikes that's on top of it. Yeah, go back. I'm gonna paint that back in a bit. My hand's getting a bit shaky. Okay, these stars need to be blurred. Okay, so let's go to the background and blur that. What's not that from? Is that from the background? Oh, it is. All right, so filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Not that much. Yeah, I think 1 is good. And the barn probably has to be blurred as well, unless I already did that. I don't think I did. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Put this at maybe 0.5. All right, we're just gonna save it here for a second. File save. Okay, on the ship layer, I have the subjects over top. I'm actually gonna bring my subjects under the ship, and on the ship layer, I'm gonna put a layer just underneath. And we'll make this the light from the ship, and I'm going to where's that little we're gonna do this one here. Oops. Control D to deselect. Sorry, I didn't click that properly. And I'm just gonna draw like a triangular shape here. All right, and I'm going to do a fill. So select, actually modify, and we're gonna feather this selection like a lot. We'll do 100%. And then we're gonna do a solid color layer. And it'll be like a bright color, maybe this orange. But we want that bright, like that. I'll hit OK, and I'm gonna turn this to like a, do I want soft light? Just seeing which color I want here, or which blending mode looks the best. We can always lower the opacity as well. I think I kind of like overlay or soft light. Divide is cool, but I think the orange is kind of more what I want. So let's do soft light. And I'm actually gonna bring the ship and subject layers to the top so that we're getting that color on the ground. Let's go back to that layer here, play around with the blending modes again. I might do this and just bring the opacity down. Okay, and I'm also going to, I wonder if I can warp this. Let's go to edit, transform. Let's try warp, because I want to bring the bottom of it out more. Oops. It moved on me. Let's actually go back. Okay. Let's convert it to smart object first, and then we'll transform it. So edit, transform. How do I want to do it? Distort, or let's try perspective. Just want to kind of bring that in and bring this out. Okay. Control T. I'm going to stretch it, make it a bit bigger. Okay, and then with my brush, I'm just gonna kind of blend it a little bit with also make a layer mask, and we're gonna go to like 20% and make the brush really soft and big. And just kind of blend it in the bottom here. Okay, and so with the background layers, I'm gonna go to the sky, and we're gonna do a brightness and contrast on it, and just bring it down a little bit here. Okay, and same with the barn. Okay, and the cows. I'll bring that one. Okay, yeah, definitely needs another one. And bring the brightness down. So something like that. Okay, and on this layer as well, I'm gonna do another selection. This time it's just gonna be like a square. So we're just gonna make like a smaller beam of light in the middle here. And do another solid color. And we're gonna make that like a pretty deep orange. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do one thing here. I need to feather the selection. So select modify and feather at 100%. And now we'll add our solid color. And we're gonna make that pretty orange, like a really deep orange color. And turn that to what do I want to use here? Maybe screen. And then you can turn the opacity of that down. And again, we're just going to feather or work with our brush at 20% at the bottom here. I think I might turn that opacity back up. Yeah. So 90%. Just feathering it away at the bottom. Maybe, do we want to try, maybe we do want the linear dodge. Make it super bright. Yeah, I'll do the linear dodge. Let's play around with this color a bit. Yeah, I think kind of the bright orange makes sense. Okay. I'm going to make a copy of this layer and turn it to a smart object. Where is that? Convert to smart object. And we're gonna transform it. And I'll just do scale for this one without like the thing clipped down. And we're just gonna squish it in and make it even smaller. Okay, enter, Control T. I'm just gonna move it over so it's in the middle. Okay. And I might change screen. No, we'll do the linear dodge, but I will bring the opacity of that down. Okay, and yeah, that looks pretty cool. All right, I'm going to, on my subjects layer, I haven't done any adjustments on them, so I'm just gonna do a brightness and contrast on them and clip that to my subjects layer. And I'm just gonna bring the brightness down a little bit, and we're gonna bring the contrast up. Right talking about there. Just because the light is right on them, so it'll cause really dark shadows. So that's why I boosted up the contrast on them. All right, and that's kind of my alarm. I have to go pick up my son. I'm just gonna do one more thing. I'm going to do a paint layer, and I'm gonna select this like bright yellow color, or bright orange. Maybe I want it a little more yellow. Okay, and I'm actually gonna put it on the top, and we'll put it on soft light. And my brush, 20% is good. So I'm just gonna kind of paint a little bit of that light under there. Make a copy of that, but put it underneath as well. I just need to make it a bit smaller on the underside. Okay, and is that still in soft light? And I'll just lower the opacity on that and lower the opacity on this. Yeah, soft light, but I'm gonna just lower the opacity more and kind of squish it in a bit more as well. Okay, this layer needs to be a little squishied. Okay, so let's just see that and this one. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna save this here. And I need to say goodbye. I gotta go pick up my son. And I guess I will see you guys again for our next live next Wednesday. Thanks for joining me today, and see you guys soon. Bye.